everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my own nails. I've got an overlay on at the moment of, I will show you the product actually because it's not one that I usually use. I've got an overlay of this on, basically just because, as you can see, I've got it on both hands. It's a beautiful colour. This is the rose pink one, and it's this beautiful pinky colour. There is different options and they're all really nice, but I decided to go with this one, mainly just because I live right next to a Sally's, like salon services / Sally Beauty, whatever you want to call it, and basically Gel Perfection, like I've placed an order, but unfortunately I've had like a huge influx of people wanting Builder Gel lately and I just didn't have enough. So while I'm waiting for the order to come from Gel Perfection for some more of their Builder Gel, which I'm definitely sticking with, I'm just basically trialing this to see if it's like suitable for me to use on my clients while I wait for the Builder Gel to come from Gel Perfection. So that is why I've got this on. I'm going to be using this like pink that's on here as a base for my design today. Well, no, I'm not actually. Am I? I can't remember. But basically I'm going to be doing a mixture of some line work and some stamping and just a bit of everything. So I'm not using this colour as a base, like I got that totally wrong, but the colours I am going to be using are Lilac Lace and Fleur from Gel Perfection, they're gel polishes. And I'm also going to be using white gel polish as well as white stamping polish. So the white gel polish I've got is Alaska and that is from Gel Perfection as well. And then I've also got my Moyu stamping polish, which as you all know is my just favourite at the moment, and then I will show you the stamping plate when it comes to the stamping part. So first of all, I'm going to be using my Bestie brush from Erin Seals collection. It is just brilliant, I love it, just like I love every other one of Erin's brushes. Like they're just brilliant, and as you all know I use them in pretty much every nail art video. So I've just got a palette. I'm going to pop some of my colours on here. So I'm just going to pop a little blob of Fleur, a little blob of Alaska, and then a little blob of Lilac Lace as well. And then I'll show you the colours. I just look at those colours, they are beautiful. So that's what we're going to be using. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm actually going to apply a peel off base coat onto my nails for this video. I'm going to be using the Hollow Taco one. So I'm literally just going to quickly apply a coat of that off camera, just because it's not very obviously easy to film. I need to get this this bit out of it. But yeah, it's not, I don't know, I just find it really difficult to film like full coverage, like colour on camera. Like I've mentioned it before, like I feel like I'm not in the right, like what's it called, position and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do this base coat quickly off camera, and then hopefully I'll be able to like do a little clip at the end of me taking off this set as well, which is always super satisfying to watch. So definitely stick around for that at the end. But yeah, I'll be back when this has been painted on and dried. Okay, so first, oh, I've just knocked my lamp, thought it was my phone. First things first, I'm going to do my full coverage nails of the lilac and the blue. We're going to have one lilac, one blue. So this one is going to be lilac. I'm going to go ahead and do my first coat of that. I'm going to do 2 coats on both nails of each colour. And then cure each one in between, of course, and then I will move on to the nail art nails. There's a hair in there somewhere. I'm just going to brush, there you go, brush that off. So that's that one, and then I'm going, why will it not stay focused? That's really annoying. There we go. Just gonna make sure I don't move slightly. And then this one I'm gonna do blue, which leaves my pinky and ring, no not ring, this is my ring finger, my pinky and middle finger for some nail art. I might do something on these two, I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'm just gonna leave these two with 2 coats of colour on, but not top coated for now, just while I figure out whether I want to do them or not. So I'm just going to pop those into the lamp. Okay, so I finished those two nails. I mean, they actually look really nice with the pink because the pink's almost like a pastel-y colour. But I'm not leaving them like that, of course. We're going to use these two nails for nail art now. So I'm going to be doing it this way around. So I'm going to try and change my view for you a little bit. So what we're going to be doing first of all is just basically a load of line work. So super like easy, as in like not really that intricate, as in lots of different things going on, but I am going to do line work. So first of all, I'm going to create a blue line quite thick down this side here. So this line here, I'm going to fill all the side in. I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and straight first of all. I'm not going right up to the edge because I don't know how close to the edge that I actually applied my peel off base coat, and obviously I don't want any bits to be super stuck and then have trouble getting it off. So I'm going to do that first of all. I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 10 seconds. That will keep it still for long enough for me to be able to do the line next to it. You don't need to do it in this order. You can do this line and then the one next to the one that's going to be next to it, and then do it like that. So do all the lines that are not touching each other first, and then come back and obviously sort that one out afterwards. But I'm going to do it this way just so you can see what I'm doing, basically like in slow-mo, because I'm doing one step at a time. So once I've done that, I'm then just going to clean my brush because I'm going in with a different colour. And I'm going to use the purple this time, and I'm going to go next to the blue, and I'm going to create another line. Now making sure that these lines are not always the same width. So if I do like a thin purple line this time, I'll make sure that next time it comes around to me doing like purple and blue lines, that the purple is thicker and the blue is thinner. So we've definitely got an even amount of blue and purple on the nail, but they're not like the exact same all the way across. And doing it that way actually makes it easier for you because you don't have to worry about getting them all perfect basically, which obviously is a bonus. So, oh gosh, I've just knocked something over. So once I've done that, I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 10 seconds to keep that where it is. And this time I am going to do it the other way around, like I told you, where you can do it like vice versa, like without having to cure after every single line. So this time I'm going in with white after the one I've just done purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my white and my brush. I go next to the purple. I'm doing a relatively thin line of the white because the white isn't really like the main, like one of the main colours for this. The only reason I'm actually putting white in here is because I want to do, just get rid of that hair, I want to do a little bit of stamping on the two nails that have no colour on them. So I thought, because I want the stamping on those nails to be white, if I just throw a little bit of white into these nails, that'll sort of all tie it together and they won't just look really random like white images shaped, like stamped onto that nail, or to those two. So that's my logic behind that. So just making sure that that's gone right up to the lavender colour, well lilac, and there isn't any gap between them. And then once I've done that, so instead of flash curing now at this point, I'm going to go in with my next one. So after the white is going to be blue, which is going to be a relatively thin line, and then we're going to be going in with quite a thick purple line. So I'm going to leave a gap where the blue would be, because obviously I don't want to do colours that are touching. And then I'm going to go in with my purple. So I'm going to just create that, like just thinking about where that blue one would be if it was there. I'm trying to just find like an easier way of doing it because I'm at such an awkward angle with the light. I'm actually going to do that one a little bit thicker, and then that side area there can be white. So this time that white line is still wet. And then when it comes to doing, I don't want the white one down this side to be too thick, so I'm just making the purple one a little bit thicker. So I'm just basically filling in any gaps like opposites, and then once I've cured this, I'll be able to do the ones either side, and then it'll be done. So it's actually much quicker to do it this way. But obviously it's not always about speed, like sometimes it's about doing a good job, so it just depends. If doing a good job means it's going to take you a little longer, it's worth taking that extra time. I know you're probably not focused, but I'm just doing some quick touch-ups. Up here is a bit messy at the cuticle area. I've got hair on that nail, that's not ideal. There we go. So I'm just going to quickly swipe over that. There we go, and I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 10 seconds now. And then again, like I said, once that's back out, I can now go in with the colours I need to fill the gaps with. So obviously that is blue and white. So I've just cleaned off my brush to make sure that I can pick up the next colour that I'm ready for. And I'm going to go straight in with my blue between the white and purple that I've just done. And I'm really making sure that there is no gap between the two colours, because we don't want that pink to shine through, because obviously that's not part of the design. I'm really making sure to butt the colours up to each other. And then we can do the white line. So that's the blue one done. And then I'm going to do the white line just over this edge in the corner. Okay, so I've done 2 coats of every colour on that middle nail now. I just did them off camera really quick, but this is how it's looking. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. So on the pinky, we're going to be doing a like half and half nail with some white down the middle. So I'm going to do the purple on this side because the blue is next to it, and I don't want it to be overkill of blue by having the blue on that side. So first things first, I need to alter my phone. Right, I think that's a better view. So I'm going in with the lilac first, like I said, and I'm going to put that on this side. Now this doesn't really matter about it being perfect, because down that middle area we're going to place some of the white, because I want the white, like I said, there to basically just make the white stamping make a bit more sense. So I want that on all of them to bring it all together. But that's that one done, and like it doesn't really matter whether you have like the perfect midline or anything like between the two colours, because your white's going to go there anyway. So as long as you're half happy, it's all good. Just tidy that up a little bit, make sure that's down there. And then once I've done that, I'm going to pop it in the lamp for 10 seconds. So then of course, once I've done the purple side, and then I'm going to go in with the blue, so just get that line down the middle-ish where I want it. You could leave a gap down the middle for your white to go into, but I find it easier to just paint it over the colours. I mean, to be fair, if I was going to be doing the white between like red and like half red, half black, then yeah, I'd probably leave a gap in the middle, because the white is unlikely to cover those colours. But because the white that I use is really well pigmented, and these colours that I'm using are pastels, so they're not really that pigmented in colour as such, they're not very bright. I think the white will cover fine, so that's why I'm doing it that way. But obviously, like I said, you could just leave a gap in the middle ready for your white to go in. I'm going to pop that in the lamp now for a full cure, and then I'm going to do another coat of colour on both sides of that, and then I'll come back here to do the white with you, and then we can just do a quick bit of stamping on those 2 plain nails. Okay, so last thing I need to do for this nail is literally just put this white down the middle. So I'm just going to get enough on my brush and then just draw a line. And then once I'm happy with where the line is, I'm going to put more pressure on my brush to splay the bristles, so I automatically will get a thicker line. And then I'm going to turn it around and look at it from a different angle. Make sure that it's all nice and exactly how I want it. If it's not, just touch it up. So obviously I know you can't see me, but I'm just making sure it's nice and straight and the thickness that I want it, because I don't want it to be too thin, because obviously we've got the lines on the other nail. I'm just bulking it up just a little bit. I know you can't see, but I need to do this off camera. And then I will show you in just 1 second. There we go. Very wonky. This is why you need to look at it from all different angles. From one angle it can look perfect, and then as soon as you move, it's suddenly really on the wonk. But it's fine, just touching it up by adding a bit more white to certain areas of the lines. And then once I've done that, I can pop it in the lamp. But now I'm happy with it, so that's how it looks. That's that one, and that's this one. And then we're just going to do a bit of stamping on these two plain ones. So the stamping plate I'm going to be using for the stamping part of this video is this one here. It's Nicole Diary 213, and I'm going to be using this, where is it? Oh, here. This cute, like, leafy sort of thing with, like, berries on, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Like, this little cute thing here. That is what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to do some line work on those two as well, but nothing too drastic, like, literally just a couple of lines. So I'm going to be using my white stamping polish to do that. And I'm going to be using my Moira scraper and this stamper is my favourite one, as you all know by now. So let's get straight into that, like, just on these basically random nails that we've got nothing going on with. Just getting some kitchen roll, because we all know that stamping creates lots of mess. So I'm just going to get my stamping plate ready by making sure it's nice and clean, by just using a bit of acetone on a cotton pad to just go over my image to make sure, and then I go over with my finger to make sure there's nothing, like, no residue off the cotton pad left on there. And then I'm just making sure that my stamper is now nice and clean and that there's nothing on that could get in the way. And once I've done that, we're ready to go. So with this image, I'm just going to get my, where's my white? There it is, white stamping polish. I need to move everything around again now. There we go. So I'm just going to use, like I said, this image down here. I can't really put it too far into the shot because my camera doesn't, I don't know why I zoomed that out. And my camera doesn't like it, basically, so it's really unhelpful. But it's all good. So I'm just opening my polish. Just going to apply a little bit, she says, a lot of polish above it. Pull that down, make sure there's no excess on there. Pick up the image and then take off any areas that I don't need that are on my stamper. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to hover it above my nail, see where I want it. I think I'm going to go with about there for that one. Very cute. So that's what that one looks like. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on my ring finger on top of the blue. So again, a bit of acetone straight over the plate, rub it with my finger to make sure there's no cotton left on there that could interfere with the image. Scrape off my excess, pick up the image, get any excess off my stamper. And then again, just find out about where I want it on my nail. Tap my screen with my nose to get it on. And then just place it on. Perfect. So once I've done that, that's what they look like. Now I'm going to move this out of the way so it can stop messing up my lighting. And then we're just going to do some really quick lines, like nothing too drastic at all. Where is my brush? There it is. Okay, so we're upside down, but just bypass that for a second. Let me just sort this out. So for this now with the purple, I'm going to be going in with the blue gel polish and just popping a line to about where the bottom of that stem is. I'm just going to pick it up, make sure it's well, not central, but like straight to where I want it. And that's what that looks like. Just as simple as that. That is literally all I'm doing. And then I'm going to do the same as that on this one, but with the lilac. And then I'm going to cure them, top coat, and then we can see how they turned out together at the end. So here is the finished design. I really hope you enjoyed watching me do them. Obviously I am going to peel them off, so I'm not really signing off now, but this is how they turned out. I really like them. I actually think they're really cute and very spring-like, and with them being pastel and obviously the florals and leaves and all that sort of things, very It's very springy. So let me know down below whether you liked them or not. Obviously just ignore how like messy the cuticle areas are and stuff. That is not how I usually work, but with them being peel off, I really didn't mind too much. Like, I'm not going to worry about them being perfect when I know I'm going to be taking them off in about 15 seconds. But yeah, so I'm going to take them off now. So let's see how easy they come off. Just going to get grab one of these, just a little disposable, basically cuticle stick. Just getting up one side first and then lifting it up from there. Super, super easy. We've got some around the cuticle area, but obviously that will come off easy enough with a quick file. But that was just where I hadn't applied the base coat, so can't blame it on the base coat because that came off absolutely brilliantly. Okay, next one. I'm sad to take this one off because I actually really like how this nail turned out, so that's a shame. But let's just get it off. So again, it's going down the side. And then just lifting it basically wherever it like naturally lives. I'm not forcing anywhere off. And then it will eventually just peel off. Super easy. I love these peel off base coats, they're brilliant. And I actually, if anyone has got a Sally's local to them, did see one in there today. I can't remember what brand it was, but there is one in there like to trade, not just to trade only, like for retail. So definitely worth having a look. But this is just so satisfying. I love this part. I shouldn't because I've just spent so much time doing the design, but how can you not? It's so satisfying. I'll file that little sneaky bit. We're doing well so far. This is going good. And then last but not least, we've got our pinky nail. So I'm not like really prodding anywhere, just in case I'm accidentally lifting the build gel that's underneath or anything, because I have done that before by being too hard on it, and it turned out that I didn't obviously have my orange stick underneath the peel off base. I had it underneath my actual base, so you need to be really careful with that if you're doing a design on top of an enhancement. But there we go, that's all 4 of them off. They're not all like off in like the perfect way, but it was still very pleasing to watch them come off, very satisfying. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be back really soon with another one. Bye.